Hello and welcome to the 13th edition of BelDocks. This is a conversation about the film Marana, which is having its world premiere at this year's BelDocks. And my name is Igor Stanojevic. I'm the curator of the festival. And with me today is Giovanni Benini, the director of Marana. Hello, Giovanni.
Hello everybody.
How are you doing?
I'm fine actually, but I'm good. Thank you. How is the preparation about the festival? We are really looking forward for this world premiere because we are waiting a lot for this Marana, the first screening of Marana. We are so excited.
It's a big honor for us, for me to be able to have the world premiere of such a fantastic film.
Thank you very much. It's also an honor for us and a big opportunity for us because it's our debut film. So we are really excited about that.
So maybe we should start from the beginning. Your film Marana takes place at a sort of a home for autistic youths, which is on a hill somewhere in Italy. Am I understanding this correctly?
Yeah, of course. Marana is the name of this center where the minors are living for 2 years. Is somehow a residential care center for minors with ASD, and is located in the Alps. It's quite near. It's 1 hour from our city, and which is Verona in the north of Italy. And we get in touch with this community in 2015 because 2 friends of us, 2 musicians friends, starts a sort of experimental lab with electronic music with the guys. And we start filming their session with the guys. We fell in love immediately with this hypnotic atmosphere living in Marana.
How did you discover this place, and also how did you decide to then make a movie about it?
Well, the connection is those 2 friends, because one of the educator, the worker, it's the connection with these 2 friends, musician friends, and so it's like we have this connection, and in that period we spend a lot of time with those friends and filming there, and there's performance, the live concerts. And so at a certain point we decide to go with there just to have fun with some people and some spaces that we didn't well know. And yes, at the beginning we filmed just their session, and starting from them we felt something really a nice atmosphere in Marana. Was for a period for us where we're looking for not to do a movie, but it's something like the movie comes to you. So there was this really nice atmosphere, I must say, like a space where you can be free somehow. And so we decided to portray this our meeting with the guys, with the SDS minors, and we had a lot of fun.
Obviously, when you're making a film about people with a disability, it can sometimes get tricky in a sort of a moral and ethical sense. And for me personally, your film is very both very respectful, but also sort of portrays people with autism in a way that maybe is not very common. It's really focused on their sort of inner lives, and also shows them not necessarily always at their best. You know, the same as any kind of other documentary subject shouldn't always be shown at their best behavior. It reminds me, last year we had a retrospective of Kazuo Hara, and he has a fantastic movie called Goodbye CP about people with cerebral palsy. And that portrayal was also, for me, very sort of raw and different. So if you could tell me what sort of concerns and conversations did you have in terms of shaping your approach towards your characters?
Yeah, thank you for asking. It's a big matter, filming all the people, generally speaking, but in particular with disability. And we decide that, well, the principle is what we think that you can film everything, mostly everything, but depends how you film this kind of reality. So we decide to have this really intimate and close portrait, and we show some rough scenes, of course. But when we show these scenes, there is always somebody that taking care of this scene. There is somebody that is there to take care of this particular moment, let's say like that. So we decide to, because we decide to, let's say the principle, because the narration about disability, it's somehow we found really too fictional, let's say like that. Maybe it's not the right word, but like just cut something. It's part of the reality, and so the people are struggling for those conditions, and we decide to show also this part of the reality, because it's really really a strong red line that is present in this kind of centers. And well, I think as I said before, it depends how you film, how it's the feeling. We are we strongly believe that we're filming with love, and that's our way and our answer to this approach, how we approach. That's it.
I think that love really comes through the film, because it's very sort of dreamy. And I was also interested in you have sort of a 3-chapter structure, where you have the first chapter is the forest, and then the house and the sea, and I was just interested in hearing how you came about this structure of the film.
We decide to, because the film is dealing somehow, when we talk about autism, there is always something uncomfortable, and so we build this structure to the author to just get in really slowly in this thematic. So the forest, the character of the first chapter are Max and Mirko. They are less problematic. They're not high level of autism. They are like borderline, so they can speak, and there is a verbal communication between them. And we build this structure. Let's say the forest. It's, let's say the nature. It's always welcome you as you are. And so there is no this society condition rules that there is put some borders between your ideas about a special topic. And so we start in the forest for this reason, and then slowly we go in the main. We just, with the party scene, we are in the center, which is the house, and where they live. So it's more let's say the more classical documentary in this film, like we are portrayed more or less how they live. And the end, there is the sea, because it's Georgia. When it becomes Georgia, I mean, one of the protagonists, it's like something like a dream. And actually the name of the chapters was, we had big discussion about that, because we have this space for us, these blacks in the chapters, and we decide to name them as yet people could understand. So because we prefer this way. At certain point, we have some different inspirational ideas. We try different things, but really simple names that could be understood also by autism audience.
It also seems to me you have a very interesting structure besides the chapters, because you start with two boys, and then as the story moves along, we're introduced to Georgia and some other boys, and then in the end it's kind of just the girl, from the two boys to the girl. That's one part of the structure. And then another part of the structure is that it kind of feels like coming of age, kind of like a life trajectory, where it begins with sort of youth and playing in nature, and then as we go towards the sea, it sort of, to me, seemed like a maturity has been arrived at, in a way, in an unusual way, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a nice interpretation, because Georgia, for us, it was since the beginning the strong character, and while we were filming, we had a lot of problem to develop the stories, because we decided to cut off all the relationship with families, the workers, and etc. to not put in, let's say, in comparison different kind of conditions. So somehow we isolated the different conditions also with Max, and the end with Georgia. And yeah, as you said, the first chapter is about friendship stories, let's say coming of age stories. How it's really somehow we are moving in this forest, and we don't know well what is their relationship, and we are just lost with them also in their coming of age pattern. And then there is the Georgia has a little bit story, a love story with Lorenzo. So somehow we finish with her, actually. With I think she is really powerful. She has a great cinematic response, and so it's somehow the more deep. And so we have this evolution from friendship to love, and with Georgia in the end.
Yeah, she really comes across as the star of the film, sort of. She's always so interesting to look at, because even though she can't really communicate so much, we can tell that there's so much going on inside of her, sort of.
Yeah, it is like that. It's something like that immediately surprise us. The scene where a rough scene, I must say, it was the first day of Georgia in this center, and she is really you can't really catch somehow, and there is something beyond. And for us, it's like really we felt in love with her, and just following her with like every time was surprising us. Even if with that, as I said before, we had a lot of problem, because it's a sort of loop somehow, and so so it wasn't so easy to manage this. It's a really fragile movie. Also, the editing was like you just move one scene and then the movie collapse.
Now, I'm also interested in because you show several times the party scenes in the center, which they really look like any club in the world. And so I was just interested, is this something that they have regularly at the center, or is this something that's more of a rare occasion?
It's a rare occasion, because we were filming there, and there was actually a bird party. So we decided to, okay, maybe we have some lights, and maybe have a fun together.
Are there any other interesting stories that you have from this filming? It seems like a very interesting place, and you have a very interesting set of characters. Did you leave anything out of the film that that you were sort of, you know, wanting to put in, but then in the end didn't for some reason?
Actually, there are no. I think what we have, it's the best in the film. What we have in the film is the best. Well, what we film. So because there wasn't this narrative approach, we never felt something missing. Actually, some hole in the story or something like it's like you are like going through these spaces, these faces, and that. So I think we in the film there is everything. What do we want?
Something that I found interesting is that Max appears at the beginning and then towards the middle, and then we sort of lose him. But then if you stay all the way through the credits, there's a little bit of him freestyling or performing his own rap composition, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
and he seems to be sort of the lightest case, shall we say, of autism of all the characters in the film, and his sort of hopes and dreams seem maybe potentially possible even. So I was just interested in what happened with him after the film. Do you have any idea? Is he still at the home, or did he maybe sort of
he
have an
disappeared
attempt at world fame?
Yeah, he's disappeared completely because he had a
Disappeared.
particular. Yeah. Actually, once he actually escaped from the center one night, and then because you stay in this center until 18, and then you come back to the family, and the family has some problem. So I think he's in London now, but she never replied our text, and was a pity. Actually, he didn't watch the film.
Yeah, I was wondering, did any of them see the film? Did the caretakers see the film? How did they feel about everything?
It's something because we showed obviously the film in the center with the workers and also the family, with which they were really involved in the movie, and we had these really feedbacks really that surprised us a lot, because it was like a cathartic for them, because they are sharing with more people what they are really living in daily life, and obviously with something more, because I think the film somehow gives something like not metaphysical, but we look in that direction, to be, you could be something else, you are fine as you are, and that's it. So okay. we really enjoyed the screening with them.
Okay, well, I don't want to hold you up any more. We'll see each other in Belgrade, this time with Davide joining us. And I just want to thank you again for doing this this conversation, and for having the world premiere at our festival of this wonderful film.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Ciao, see you soon.